My name's Heidi and I am a training instructor with Wise Mind Training based in Warwickshire. We do training to all sorts of industries, including the hospitality industry, on mental health, how to spot the signs of somebody struggling with their mental health, all the way through to mental health first aid training, so people get a certificate and get accredited for that.
Have you got any advice for pubs on what they could be doing to tackle mental health issues?
Start with yourself. You know, if you're going to start to help other people with their mental health problems, you can't do that unless you're in a good place yourself. So my first advice is check out where you are, what's going on for you, what are you doing to look after yourself, do you yourself need to open up and start to get some support. If you're in a good place, then great, and if that's the case, that's where we all want to be, obviously, and if you are, fantastic, then you can start to help others. The easiest way of spotting somebody that's struggling is if you get that gut feeling and you think there's something just not right, or I wonder what they meant when they said life's not worth living. Ask them, are you okay? It's as simple as that. It's nothing complicated. There's nothing scientific about it. It's about noticing and having the bravery to start that conversation with them. And then from there, if they say no, well, you've asked the question in the first place, has something made you think they were struggling? Just listen out in the future and just keep an eye out for them. And if they say yes, well, now you know what you're dealing with. Now you know that they're struggling. Now you can be that listening ear. You don't have to fix them. You don't have to have the answers. It's just about being a person that's seen to care. Sometimes that's all somebody needs, somebody to listen to them. Definitely mental health is at the forefront of people's minds at the moment, and I'm really pleased that so many people are asking about it and want to learn more. We've still got a long way to go. We've still got a heck of a long way. We're still, despite all the training, don't talk openly enough. There's still a lot of stigma about it. One of the biggest things I hear is people saying, I don't want to say anything about it because people will think that I'm weak. Okay? It's never a sign of weakness. For a start, it takes a brave person to step up and say, I've got mental illness, or I'm struggling with my emotions at the moment. And we think people are going to judge us as weak, and yet when I speak to people, the vast majority of people I've spoken to and said, if I told you I've got mental illness, would you think I was weak? Without a doubt, they've all turned around and said, no, actually, I think that's quite a brave thing. So I think we worry about it more than it actually is a fact. Within the hospitality industry, you've got two lots. So you've got your colleagues and your friends that you're looking out for. You're also looking out for customers, which depends on how often you see that customer, what your rapport is with them. You may or may not spot the signs. If, however, at any stage, as I said before, if ever you think this person just doesn't seem right, ask them the question. Would even support you saying, are you thinking of killing yourself? Which is a really hard question to ask of anybody. But you want a straight answer. So we don't want somebody to think, I can't say it. We avoid asking the question, you're not thinking of doing something silly, are you? Because that's really judgmental. And you're asking them to say no. They're never going to say, oh, yes, I'm thinking of doing something silly. It's never going to happen. If you think that they might be thinking of suicide, ask them directly. Are you thinking of killing yourself? Are you thinking about suicide? Are you thinking of taking your own life? And if they say yes, then we'll get them some professional support. That's when you need to be making the phone calls, whether that's to Samaritans, to their GP, take them to hospital. If they say no, you can carry on with your conversation. Best way to find out if someone's struggling, ask them.